and welcome to this video on Business and Entrepreneurship Education Grade 9. Today, we'll look at Unit 2, The Entrepreneur as a Leader. Lesson 2, Stakeholders and Managing Risk. Learning Objectives. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to define stakeholders, explain the role of stakeholders in an enterprise, and describe how to manage risk in an enterprise. Who are stakeholders? Stakeholders are people, groups, or organizations that take interest in activities and decisions taken by a business. There are different types of stakeholders, namely owners, managers, employees, suppliers, consumers, government, and community or society. Roles and objectives of stakeholders. The role of owners in an enterprise is to set up the business. The objectives of owners are to maximize profit, to expand, grow the business. The role of managers is to organize and run the business. The objectives of managers are to make the enterprise a success, to earn high salaries, and to have a secure job. The role of employees, workers, is to work and spend significant time in the business. And their objectives are to earn a fair pay, wages and salaries, and to have a secure job. The role of suppliers is to provide raw materials and other inputs to the business. And the objective of suppliers is to get payment on time for goods supplied to the enterprise. The role of consumers is to buy goods and services available on the market. And the objective of consumers is to get safe, reliable, and value for money products. The role of the government is to regulate and monitor the running of businesses in the country. The objectives of the government are to ensure that jobs are created and to ensure that enterprises follow and abide by the laws. The role of community or society, individual or groups of people, is to be directly or indirectly influenced by the activities of the enterprise. And the objective of the society is to ensure that activities of the enterprise do not harm the society. Now, you can review and reflect by completing the table below. Managing risk in an enterprise. What is a business risk? It is any factor that represents a threat to an enterprise's ability to achieve its goals. There are different types of risk, such as strategic risk, operational risk, financial risk, and compliance risk. What is a strategic risk? Chances of business failure due to poor business objectives. It causes heavy losses to the enterprise. What is operational risk? Chances of business failure due to the poor running of the daily activities. What is financial risk? Chances of business failure due to poorly managed finance. And finally, what is compliance risk? Chances of business failure due to failure to follow rules and regulations. Steps of risk management. There are different steps in managing risk. Step 1. Identify potential risk. Step 2. Assess the impact of loss. Step 3. Develop a plan to diminish risk. Step 4. Implement the plan. And Step 5. Review and evaluate the plan. Review and reflect. Now, students, you can take some minutes and define risk. You can state the 4 types of risk. And you can identify the steps to manage risk. Dealing with risk. Risk can occur at any time. It can happen at the start of the business or when launching the product on the market. Therefore, entrepreneurs should be ready to deal and react to the risk positively to be successful. Risk can be dealt with in the following ways. Let us have a look at different situations involving risk. Situation 1. Decide about the location of the business. Decision taken. Locate the business in an isolated area. Negative effects. Few customers and low sales. Mistake. Wrong choice of location. And the right decision is to better choose a location in a busy area. Situation 2. Prepare financial records. Decision taken. Record financial information manually from papers. Negative effects. Time-consuming and difficult to collect information. Mistake. Poor record keeping. And the right decision is to record financial information using computer. Situation 3. Improve quality of the product. Decision taken. Add new ingredients. Negative effects. Products became more harmful. Mistake. Tests in laboratories were not done. Right decision. Use quality ingredients and make laboratory tests. Situation 4. Increase revenue. Decision taken. Increase the price of the product. Negative effects. Fall in sales and revenue decreases. Mistake. High prices will discourage consumers to buy and have not anticipated customers' behavior. Right decision. Make prior calculations before setting price. You can complete the table below. Here are some additional links that you can use for further information. Well, that's all for today. Keep watching for upcoming videos. Until the next, goodbye.